hardcore boxing fans out there, how are you doing? Big Porky here, the voice of hardcore boxing, and I hope you've subscribed as well, or I'll be coming to pay you a visit. Porky's Corner is proud to be sponsored by Spartan Site Solutions. They are specialists in civil engineering and demolition contracts for the construction industry. Interested parties should visit their website or contact Porky's Corner for a referral at porkycorner@mail.com. Hello all you hardcore boxing fans out there, how you doing? It's Russ here from Porky's Corner, the biggest gob in sport. We say the things on here that nobody dares say. Should we give Big Ron a big shout out? Hey? We'll give Big Ron a big shout out. There you go, Big Ron. Fight Zone. I believe it's free now. It's crazy that, isn't it? Sort of person puts hundreds of thousands of pounds into a big company like that and then charges note. Amazing, isn't it? Must have money to burn. Hey! Well, thank everybody for liking and subscribing and leaving a comment. It's all good stuff, isn't it? I think to the old Usyk hoodie. Original. Pal of mine from Kent got me it many moons ago. I think about it chopped down about 3 times, but it's tailors. It's still a bit big. Right. Spencer Oliver, you're a hypocrite. Someone just told me in an email. You had all that to say about drug testing and safe sport and health and safety, and you even had a brain injury yourself, all that. And then you get put in front of Jarrell Miller with your microphone and camera, and you get your big moment. What happened? You went quiet. You went quiet. Adam Castro, good boxing bloke like you, he had his moment with Frank. Went quiet. Unbelievable. I was disappointed with that, but I still think they're good boxing people. But why are you frightened? Do you need that talk sport gig that much? I don't get it. I don't get that at all. Why be scared? Why be scared of these people? Why? Why they couldn't do a Dane stare without going like that? Oh. So why be scared? Well, what is there to be frightened of? Why would you be frightened of them? Why? Why would you be frightened of Bricktop or Jarrell Miller? Why? Anyway, do you see Joyce or White winning a world title? Russell. First person to call me Russell since Raymondo of Hartlepool, taxi driver. He calls me Russell. And Dennis when he wants something. Do I see Joe Joyce? Well, Joe Joyce is 39 next birthday, so he's got a long way back. So do I see him winning a world title? No, I don't. Do I see Dylan? No. No. They've gone as far as they're going to go. Joe Joyce has gone British, Commonwealth, European, hasn't he? And he had a #1 ranking. Dylan's gone British and he had a #1 ranking. But that's it. But Dylan's had all them pay-per-views. What says 7, 8 pay-per-views? God, he's got to be sat at home, surrounded by piles of dough. He must be sat at home, surrounded by piles of dough. He'd be in league Gary from Welcome, wain't he? with his mad diets, with his OMAD. 1 meal a day, OMAD. You got to stick to it, Gary. All right, sticking to 1 meal a day, and then at 10 o'clock going to the pub, innit? And then having a chinky. It's no good. So no, I don't see Dylan White or Juggernaut Joyce winning the world title. Would I like to see him fight for one? Well, we saw Dylan White fight for one. And he wasn't in shape, was he? He didn't come to fight, did he? He come to pick his money, didn't he? He came to lose. He came and laid down, did he really? That's what I thought. He came and laid down like Derek. You know, we all saw Derek's last performance, didn't we, against Pooh Left. I thought he got beat. They give him it because it was a farewell. They did a crawler on him, didn't they? Crawler's farewell fight. They give him it, didn't they? Because that's what happens, isn't it? When you're A-side on the night. But Derek's 40, needs to pack it in. Dylan White, the can man, Joe Joyce, aka Juggernaut Joe, they don't win a world title. If they ever got in a position to fight for a world title again, it would show what a shite sport boxing really is. Because they don't deserve a world title fights. They don't. They're way off it. They've got to get back. And people can say, well, I'm going to get back in mix. I'm not affiliated with a certain promoter and things like that. Well, what you do, you get affiliated with a small promoter and you go again. You treat it as, I'm starting again from day one. You know, like all that chat that Dave Allen gave Dennis. Yeah, I want to start again. As far as I'm concerned, Dennis, I'm naught and naught. We're starting again. And I want 6 fights for you where you've had 4. You're not going anywhere. Why do people say they're going to have 6 easy fights and then a couple of fights down the line they want to be back in mix for all lights and all that when they're not ready? You want to be a Dave Allen who was impatient. He couldn't wait, could he? He wanted to fight Luis Ortiz about 5 years before he should have fought him. He wanted to fight Big Fraser and have all glory and all lights in him and all that, and then not fit. That's like me doing saloon car racing in it and getting a works ride in a Subaru or something and all that, and then turning up, you know, after shouting and bawling and all that, turning up to Brands Hatch in my Subaru and all that, and they're saying, Porky, what? You've only got a tenner's worth of juice for full race. You're not going to finish the race. It'd be a waste of time, wouldn't it? Why would you turn up out of condition? Why? Why would you not throw any punches? Why just keep plodding forward, getting it, and not throwing back? Why would you put yourself through that? What has happened with Dave Allen from that Fraser Clark fight to going back at Luis Ortiz about 8 years ago? What's happened in between that? What? Well, I want to know what. What has happened? About 18 fights. That's what's happened, isn't it? About 18 fights. And how many of them 18 camps can you look in the mirror and say to yourself, David, do you know what? I really give it some for this camp. Brown fight. What's that? 1 out of 7, 1 out of 18, so 1 fight. Oh, it is what it is, isn't it? So no, I don't see him winning a world title. Joyce and White. I don't even see him fighting for one. What about Zhang? Yeah, I can see him fighting for one. Can he do out? No, I think Zhang will be parked up now. He's 41. You might see Zhang just on shelf for a bit now. That's what happens, isn't it? They did it to Ortiz, didn't they? Eddie signed him to use him as a blocker. Is Zhang a blocker? Well, he's already took Joyce out of the game. Who else is there to come along that can trouble them all? You might see Zhang in with Frank Sanchez soon or Jared Anderson, you know, them sort of people as a blocker to protect the cash cows. It's the name of the game, isn't it? That's the name of the game. What about Huey Fury back, Porky? Huey's been too inactive for me, but he's back February. That's all I know. He's back February. and he's 29-year-old now. So it's all good stuff in it. So let's hope that the rest off and Usyk getting well and stand him in good stead. It might not, because the tools are not sharp, aren't they? You're going to need 2 or 3 fights to get back in mix, isn't he? But it is what it is. How did you see the Solomon Dacres fight win with Webster Pork? Max reckons Webster won, doesn't he? I reckon Webster performed to the best of his abilities, and the other guy didn't. I think, but the other guy just nicked it. There's not enough rounds, is there, really, to have a proper score on it? You know, they're not doing 12 rounds, are they? But I think Dacres just nicked it. That's my opinion. Did Dougie Joyce get a result, Porky? GBH, 19 months in prison. On a bloke, 78-year-old. Did he get a touch? I don't know. Did he get a? Went to jail before? I can't remember. I did have some incident with another travelling bloke. I forget now. Him on Big Brother. Didn't he have a fight with him a bit back? I can't remember. 19 months for GBH. Is that a touch? Winter Village down here. I got 2 years for 1 slap for somebody who were going to glass me in a lock-in. 2 years, 1 slap. Sunday afternoon, 4:30. 2 years for that. Unbelievable. We're nowhere near a GBH. We're just in a fray. 2 stretch. GBH. 78-year-old. How are you going to explain that in jail to anybody? He's going to have to get stuck into loads of people in jail. But no, it surprises me, does it? You see it on social media. We're surrounded by vagabonds, charlatans, and people that are a bit dodgy with YouTube channels, aren't we? Going on about all sorts of stuff that's way below the belt. And nobody says up to them at these shows. People even have them on shows. Nobody says a word to them. Look what John Fury comes out with. He's on about bumming people and this and that. I bet he didn't talk like that when he was at Nick. So boxing will let anybody in. Anybody. So who cares? But he's had a touch there, 19 months. GBH, 19 months against a pensioner. Come on. Jeez. Will Dougie care? Probably not. He can actually fight. Actually, I've seen him on pads. Me and Julian were watching him the other week. He's all right on pads. A good little style, but nobody's seen him have a fight yet. Why is Tom Skinner on IFL all the time, Porky? I didn't even know who he were. Is he some business guy, some bit of a whiskey or something? Wants an apprentice? Is his brother? His brother's Johnny Fisher. I don't know. He's on IFL. It's all a bit down there. Johnny Fisher, Conor Ben, Eddie and IFL, all that, all a bit pally, isn't it? It is what it is. So I don't really care. If Coogan wants to put him on his channel, that's up to him, and it's his channel. If he wants to talk about other things around boxing to get views in, that's up to him, innit? I'd rather him do that than put videos up that say brutally honest, and then you're reading it and there's just clickbait in it, or on this day in 1987. Who wants to see that nonsense? We see it on YouTube. So I don't get that. If your channel ain't doing so good, it's your own fault, innit? You see what happens with these YouTubers? They lick, don't they, to get into the circle. They lick and lick and lick. Then people suss them out. It's the name of the game. So it is what it is. Holyfield says Usyk's too fast and he throws too many punches for Tyson Fury and he beats him comfortably on points. That's Evander Holyfield. Hall of Famer, legendary fighter, cruiserweight undisputed, heavyweight undisputed. Last guy to do that, any from heavyweights. I don't think David A did that, did he? He never had all belts, does he? 8 cruiser, only unified. And he weren't undisputed at heavy. So Holyfield, the legendary figure, easy top 10 all-time great in the history of boxing. If he says that, it's some cause for concern in it. Do I think, looking at it, that the fight happens? Do I want it to happen? Yeah, because we need an undisputed for the sake of sport. But do I think it happens on February the 17th? No, I don't think it happens February the 17th. I'll go on record and say no. But if it does happen, I can say, I got it wrong. It happened. Well, they're going to put one on either every 10 that they announce, aren't they? So, but I don't think it happens February 17th. But I think it might happen, but not then. That's my opinion. I'm entitled to it. Let's have a look. Is Eddie Hills flogging to death Katie Taylor? Well, she's 38, isn't she, shortly? 38. She wants to fight, that's up to her, isn't it? I mean, some of them are 40, or some of them Terry Harper were fighting were 43, weren't they? And 40 odd. Oh. There's not enough pool of fighters in women boxing, is there? If you go and look on BoxRec, go and look how many heavyweights there are for women and how many there are for men. Have a look. See if I've got my phone here. Let's have a look how many. I don't even know any women heavyweights, so we'd have to. I don't know how you'd even get that on BoxRec. But let's have a little look just to see. Tyson Fury BoxRec. Right, Tyson Fury. He's ranked number 3 on BoxRec in the world. Let's see if we can get women up. I don't even think they have women on here. No, they don't even. Oh, male. Hang on, that male or female is it? Female. Right, there is 1,429 registered heavyweight boxers in the world. 1,429. And Alexander Usyk is ranked number 1. That's because he's got 5 of the 6 belts. So he's numero uno according to BoxRec and their rankings. Right, let's have a look how many there is in the females. Right, in females there is. God, there's not that many, is there? 26. So we've got 1,429 heavyweights as men registered. In the women, there's 26. Oh, right? 26. And the number 1 bird is from New Zealand, and she's called Lanny Daniels, 9-2-2. She's pushing 36. That's women's boxing. It is utter pony. But we have all this equality, don't we now? So you've got to put up with it. But there's 26 world champions at heavyweight. Savannah Marshall could eat and drink what she wanted and pig out, and she'd probably struggle to get to 13 stone. She would light her up at heavyweight and be the heavyweight champion of the world if she wanted to. Big 6-footer coming at you with that big right hand. But Terry Harper, frightened to death of Womb Gardner, so jumped up 3 weight classes to get away from her. She was that scared. So she's going up into higher weight class and she can't handle being punched as a super feather. So why would you go up? What happens if she gets lit up at the wrong weight? And they say, well, you were getting lit up at super feather. So why go up a division? Because you're that scared of her. You'd go down normally if you can't hold a shot at super feather, wouldn't you? They must call me punch. Well, that's how you can do it. You can go up 3 weight divisions as a woman and then navigate yourself through easy fights like Anna Rankin, a white collar. Am I right? It's all there for you to look at. You've just heard the gingerbread man going on about who is going to feed this to this 15-year-old who's going to take to Mexico 4 times a year. Who is going to feed to her and match her with? Could get more experience in his own gym, couldn't you? But that's just my opinion. I'm probably wrong. But it is what it is. But that's where we're at with women's boxing. Let's have a look at a different weight division. So there's 26 women in the world at heavyweight, in the whole wide world. We haven't got 1 woman as an heavyweight in the world. Let's pick a different weight. Let's pick Light heavyweight. Light heavyweight for women. How many light heavyweights is there in the world as a woman? 12 women in the world at light heavyweight. So straight away, you rank WBC number 13. So my Ruby's 11. Ruby, when you're 18, we'll get you a brain scan. I'm going to get you a license. You're going to be heavyweight boxer, you. You rank WBC number 13 before your debut. Is that where we're at now with boxing? A bit like Francis Ngannou had one debut as a boxer, lost on points, but then they slip him into WBC top 10. That's where we're at. You can do all the training in the world, be fast, stronger, faster, quicker than a speeding bullet, all that nonsense. And then if you're not connected to the right people, you're never going to get your chance. Like, look at Josh Whale. They never kissed ass, did they? But I see people that can't lace his boots who've been fighting for world titles in the last 10 years who couldn't lace his boots near his weight category. That's just boxing for you, innit? So, okie dokie, we're on here 19 minutes, so 3 a day to keep the credit cards at bay. This Barclay card, I've got an hitman looking for me. Jog on. One piece out. Thanks for liking and subscribing and leaving a comment. Booyaka. Booyaka.